JFK, MLK. Trump says their files are about to be declassified.
Yep.
The countdown is on. What are we doing with this? Because a lot of the comments that I see, a lot of people are saying, you know, if the government's proven to be behind this, I don't know if I could trust them anymore. And I'm going, wait a minute.
You trust him?
You trust him?
What the hell?
Like after COVID and all, like, you trust, like, what does it take for you to distrust them and see what's going on? Because a lot of people have not seen the JFK footage still, the assassination footage. I put it up on the page the other day, and a lot of people, that was their first time ever seeing it. And there has been person after person, whistleblower after whistleblower who have came out since his assassination and told the real story, William Cooper being one of them, explaining why he got assassinated, who did it, because they blamed Harvey Oswald. They had him under the MK Ultra shit, allegedly. He woke up talking about he don't remember where he at. He don't remember being there. They said he hit JFK from the back, but you can clearly see his head exploding from the front. His head jerking back from being hit in the front. You can see the
driver turn around.
The bullet trajectory only had to be shot from the front to be able to go through the seat. Then with the footage, the original footage, because they said they went and got it and doctored it up. So the footage that was leaked, you never saw the driver in it. You would only ever see JFK's head
like this,
pop off,
and
then you would see his wife trying to put his brains back in his head, and then she crawl over the top of the back of the car. She had a fat ass too. Oh my God, JFK wife had a fat ass.
He was doing it right.
Oh my God, she had a go watch that. But now with the files being declassified, somebody came up on like some of the raw footage where you could see the driver, and the driver actually hit him. Well, he actually got hit twice. He got hit in the body, so that's why they say it's two shooters. And that didn't do it. And if you see the driver, they zoom in, you can literally see it in his hand. And he kind of over the shoulder, bam, and did the kill shot.
And they said that it wasn't even like the gun was air. It was an air gun, meaning that it was a pellet, and the pellet contained some sort of toxin in it, where if the pellet didn't kill him itself, the toxin in it was going to kill him regardless. So they really had it mapped out to get this guy out of here. Same thing with MLK. You had the undercover cop. You had, the FBI tapping the phones, and they were actually sending videos to Dr. King's wife of what he was doing on the low and threatening to expose him, and just they was doing all type of shit to these dudes to get him out of here. So, and I don't understand how it's taking this long. This should happen in the 60s. I mean, we kind of all been, at least on this platform, we've been privy to this. So the fact that people are even still trusting the government when this information to a certain degree has been out there, just the fact of it's not cut and dry of how things happen should be enough for people to have a distrust for the government, and especially them organizations, them 3-letter organizations like that. Those are the ones that are the worst. You look at J. Edgar Hoover. If you ever watch his story about, he was freaky on the low and behind closed doors.
Listen.
He had a lot of shit going on. They were saying he was black.
Listen.
And he was hiding that.
They going back showing a lot of the president's wives, and a lot of them look like cross-dressers. A lot of them looking like men, and they saying, man, they been doing this trans shit. Y'all just wasn't up on it. But as far as MLK, there's fake documents floating around Twitter right now.
I seen that.
The files are set to be released on the 29th. Today is January 26th. So no one has the files yet publicly. So all that shit that's floating around about MLK having Diddy sex parties, and now they putting homosexual shit on his name and all this madness, those aren't the real files, people. Actually do some research, because y'all sharing it, making it go viral for engagement. That's not it. But to me, why now? Yeah. And what happened to the Epstein files? Because you remember Trump said, if I get back in office, I'm releasing the Epstein list. I'm releasing all the documentation. It went from that. Now he's in office, and you want to release some files to some shit that everybody already knows? We know the government did. We know the FBI got sued, lost, and admitted to knocking off MLK. And every year the FBI says happy birthday to MLK.
Crazy.
Like, how they on some drill rap shit.
They had to put a community note under that shit.
They on some drill rap shit. They assassinated this man, and every year on his birthday gonna wish him a damn happy birthday?
The reason why I think they're bringing out JFK and MLK is because, or declassifying those files, because the older generation still exist, and the newer generations operate on social media. So even if the files get declassified, that will be enough for the older generation to put whatever distrust to bed. Whereas in the younger generations, even if we have our distrust, it's social media, the government and these 3-letter organizations can pass a lot of the stuff off as misinformation. So even if the files come out and there is an uproar, there's going to be a lot of, people of power at play that are able to make these things that we're saying online seem as if it's misinformation or if it's not true or that it's conspiracy. You know what I mean? And so that's what I'm thinking that they're banking on, because they know that only really the younger generation is focused on them Epstein files. So if we can put these files out and polarize the CNNs, the Foxes, all that stuff, it'll take completely away from Epstein. I mean, at this point, we know that shit ain't coming out because old boy in office was probably kicked back there, right? Everybody that's in Hollywood and that's some sort of political, figure was probably on that island. Let's just keep it real. And he can't release those files because if he does, he's probably fucked himself. So he has to give us something, or give the older generation, to me, something to cling to or to look at while they, push that further and further and further away. Maybe in 100 years we might get it, but even then, who knows?
Yeah, to me, this isn't groundbreaking news.
Yeah.
These conspiracies, which have proven to be true time and time again, have been around for years. The story leaked out for years. I mean, the man literally said there's a plot to enslave every man, woman, and child on the planet by this 3-letter organization, the CIA, allegedly. And a week later,
He was out of here.
bam, he was out of here. Broad daylight, in front of a crowd of Americans. Like, they couldn't get no bolder. He literally said, I'm going to break up the CIA into 1 million pieces and scatter it in the winds. And they scattered his brain fragments in the winds as a result of him saying that. So to anybody who has any plans of actually doing what he said, at this point, if they come out publicly and say it, they're controlled opposition in my eyes. Because we've seen the ones who wasn't get eliminated by saying it. So at this point, it's chess, not checkers. Why would you let your left hand know what your right hand's doing? If you really plan on dismantling these organizations and doing this and doing that, and you're for the people, why would you come out and say it, knowing how they play and how they operate and how many whistleblowers wind up suicided?
And that's why I think, to a certain degree, we can't trust Trump all the way and look at him as a hero for doing this, because he's just giving a dog a bone at this point. He's probably has some agreement with the CIA and FBI. Okay, this is what we're going to put out, because again, it's going to take away from what the people really want to know, which is what's going on in them Epstein files. Because I believe that when we figure out the corruption that's going on in there, that's going to give us the answers of really how shit is ran. We know about JFK, we know about MLK, Malcolm, all of that shit, Nixon. That shit is all old news that's been around. PBS done made documentaries on the shit. Like, it's been over and over and over and over again. So that's my reason of not trusting Trump 100% or looking at him like a hero for doing this, because it's like, y'all could have been done this.
I said the same thing when we had the debate with Ruckus the first time. I go, how is he this messiah? In the 4 years he was in office, he didn't leak the files. Yeah. But to rerun, now he promises to leak the files. And now he's pushing on a third term, which in my opinion is, well, I can't do it now, but reelect me the third time, I'm going to release the files. Like, bro, why not release them today? I saw him in the debate with Karen Bass, the governor for, what's the name for California?
Mayor of LA?
Yeah, the mayor of LA, excuse me, saying, the permit to rebuild the Palisades and Altadena and all of that is going to take 18 months. And he said, no, why 18 months? Why not do it now? I'm going to make sure they can do it right now, today. So it's the same thing to him. Why wait for X amount of days or whatever to release these files? Release them today. Push the button today.
Because you pushed the button on a whole bunch of other shit.
Literally, the day you came in, you pushed the button on 78 executive orders. Why one of them orders wasn't to, okay, this is what I said when I ran. This was my promise. The day I get in office, these files going to be out. The day he got in office, them files should have been out. We should be reading them right now on the show going, God damn, this judge and this mayor and this president was in, like, bro, but that list is going to be so crazy. It's going to completely dismantle the government and the world as we see it today, because the names that hold the power, allegedly, that's on them lists, is going to shut down society as we know it.
And if people don't realize, that's a big part of what this is showing, that them 3-letter organizations control a lot of the people and a lot of things probably that go on, within the government, because that's why he's not able to release it, because they probably told, bro, you can't release that shit. We'll give you this, or, we'll maybe give you that, but we're not going to give you the full-blown truth. And if you somehow, do get it, you're going to get chipped. And I think that's where even the fake assassination attempts came from, was to already, you know what I mean? It's this thing of making him look like his life was in, jeopardy this whole entire time, and now he's doing the right thing, and then he's going to give us these documents, and then, okay, but what about what we really want to know, what we really need to know about who's really in them rooms and who's really controlling shit? So it's all a farce to make him look like he went through this struggle to release these documents that really have no relevance and aren't going to change anything about how we operate as a culture.
Oh, we're battling for TikTok. We're going to court. Oh, man, TikTok got shut down. Oh, thank you, Trump. You got it back. And the fucking creator of TikTok, the owner of TikTok, is at his inauguration. Like, it's all one big game to set it up to make it look like he's going through all this turmoil and he's fighting so hard for people, and now he's the savior. You know what they say? We give you your villains and we give you your heroes. So unless you do something that's really heroic, I don't believe any of it. It's all theater to me. Yeah. Unless you do something tangible that's like, whoa.
If they not want to take
that
you
out there, oh my God, people that got chipped for this, they got eliminated for this, they got deleted for this, suicided for this. He's the real deal. But releasing some files, like, bro, we all know what's going on with MLK and JFK.
Niggas don't even really care no more.
Niggas don't even care. Most of the people involved are not even here. That's why when you said they'll probably release the Epstein shit in 100 years, yeah, after everybody's gone and anybody you can prosecute or hold accountable is not here. Oswald's gone. Like, a lot of the secrets died with him.
They could tweak the files.
MLK, a lot of the pastors who was backdooring him, because a lot of them pastors were 3-letter word assets, and they were dropping info on MLK and giving them the low. You feel me? A lot of them are gone.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of shit that doesn't matter. And what does a millennial or a Gen Zer care about what happened with MLK?
Yeah.
And we already don't trust the government.
Yeah.
We the generation that started the, whoa, wait a minute, we ain't fucking with y'all. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Our moms and they was the ones blinded by the CNNs and the Foxes and the CBSs. And they're the generation that's still believing that shit, line, hook, and sinker, not us.
Yeah, and that's why I think that's what they're doing it for. They know, like I said, we're going to go on social media and we're going to have our conversations. And because they control that and they have the people who own them platforms in their pocket, they can censor, they can label things as misinformation, they can shut your account down. So they kind of got that under control. And then they just feed, them documents to the masses, which are really the older generation on CNN and Fox, et cetera, those documents of MLK and JFK, and that should do the trick.
What happened to all the alien stuff?
Even that, for real.
It was about a good 30 days of nonstop alien invasion videos, documents. Peru got a body. They showing you alien footage and bodies, and this craft crashed here, and then boom, like nothing, it was gone. They took over the mall in Miami, the interdimensional beings. They had the one guy who accidentally slipped and was in there and got the footage. They confiscated his shit, and then supposedly he had some backups. What happened to all of that? You don't hear anything about the aliens no more.
We just getting JFK and MLK. Here you niggas go.
JFK and MLK. What happened to the interdimensional beings in the mall? What happened to the damn giant that was on top of that mountain that the TikToker found, and he got deleted? We never seen him again.
Shit, even Bob Lazar, he been around, but they got him up out of here. He was on Joe Rogan. He was saying that, in Area 51, I think, that there was recovered aircrafts, different things of that nature, but they wiped that under the rug. You couldn't even find where he worked. And he said he worked there. They made bro look like a liar. So they gonna give us the JFK and the MLK, and they like, here, that's it. Here, nigga.
Be quiet, shut the fuck up.
We'll give you something in the next, like I said, 100 years, maybe, if people make enough fuss about it. But the way things are going and how they have shit controlled, and the elimination of jobs and the advancement of technology and the metaverse and things like that, people aren't even going to care in 100 years about the past or about the government's corruption, because they're going to be so focused on whatever thing they got in front of them in their life, or their, like I said, their technological world, whatever it is. That's what they're going to be more focused on than, government corruption, to me.
Because let's say they leak these files, they come out, All the conspiracy theorists are right. Oh, it was the government. What now?
Yeah.
What now? All it's gonna do is be a bunch of content to
niggas to
report on, read the files, get the views. People in the comments outraged. Oh my God, we can't trust them. They need to be overthrown. But the Constitution says it's your job to overthrow a tyrannical government. But they got you so programmed, you're going to go right back to work. And be talking about it at work. Hey, man, you see what's the name, man? The FBI and the CIA. And it's just going to be something to talk about at the motherfucking barbershop. And life going to go on. That's why I don't get too wrapped up in it. I don't let it control my world, because whatever you focus on, that's the reality you create for yourself. So you do have to be leery and be wary of going down these rabbit holes and how deep you go, because you're going to drive yourself fucking insane.
Yeah.
The rabbit holes are endless. It's endless.
The corruption runs deep.
It's endless. So you will lose sight of yourself trying to chase it down and be this vigilante and all that. Listen, bro, let me get some bread. Let me help my folks, put my folks on. I'm happy. I did my job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Me trying to take down the damn invisible forces that be, bro, they've been here before we've been here. They're going to be here long after we've been here. Mm-hmm. The best thing you can do is create a force for yourself and create success for yourself and your peoples. Other than that, it's just going to be talking points, bro. Y'all put that shit in y'all selves, and oh boy got a pardon. And now y'all like, whoa, wait a minute. What the fuck did he get pardoned for? Yeah. I can't even say it, because they're going to deem it medical misinformation. But Dr. Fauci got that pardon. What did he get pardoned for?
They pardoned him before Trump could even get in office, because they knew they was coming for him.
Exactly. And Trump took his
security away. He said he can pay for himself.
Basically, what Trump was saying is,
if you get chipped, I'm looked the other way.
He got pardoned. Y'all know why he got pardoned. I'm taking the security away.
Do what you gonna
Shout
do.
out Luigi. Free Luigi. So the next Luigi, if you want to do your thing, do your thing. That's basically what he's saying. Because he literally said, if something were to happen to him, I won't feel guilty. So that's Trump's way of delivering justice. Is, hey, I'm putting justice in your hands. So the next Luigi, get out there and do your thing.